Hey guys! I wasn't sure if it was going to come on then. It took a while to connect. So how are you? Hope you're having an amazing Friday. Hope you've had an amazing week. I hope you crushed it. I hope Celebration Friday! Yay! Okay, so say hi wherever you're watching from. Also say where you're watching from too, because I always like to see that. Okay, so in today's video, I'm gonna give you 4 tips on creating a life that you can be proud of. Okay, now before I get started, because I always forget, if you would like my full list of 17 tips on creating a life you can be proud of, okay, I only have time to go through 4 of them, okay, but if you want the full list of 17 tips, reach out to me and I'll get those over to you, okay? So the first tip I have on creating a life you can be proud of is make your own choices, okay? So we've all been given in this life free will, okay? We've all been given the freedom to choose whatever we do, okay? And so part of creating actually want to live is being responsible and making your own choices. I know there's lots of people out there that like to tell us what to do and how to live and have us do things their way, have us do things the way they would do them, and if we do it any different, that means we're wrong, okay? But you know, to really, you can't let other people dictate what you do, okay? And so like I said, we've all got free will. We can all make our own choices, okay? I mean, like, just for me personally, like, I know that, like, this is my one and only life, all right? And so I'm not gonna allow anybody to tell me what I should be doing, try to, like, kind of, like, stop me from achieving my goals in any way, okay? Because I'm the boss. I'm the boss of my own life. You're the boss of your life. You know, you have to make your own choices, okay? It's okay to ask advice from people. Obviously, like, be careful who you do take advice from. Make sure that people that are giving you, because this is another thing, people love to give their advice. People love to get their opinion, and while sometimes I know, so a lot of times they are just trying to help. I'm not saying everybody who gives their advice, it's, you know, they're trying, but a lot of people try to give advice for things that they're not qualified to give advice on, okay? And so while I say make your own choices, yes, definitely listen to other people, take their advice, but make sure that if you're getting advice from people on any area of your life, that you are actually getting advice from someone who has expertise in that area, okay? Like, don't go and ask money from someone who's always broke. Don't try to get business advice from someone who's never built a business. Like, don't take parenting advice from someone who's never had kids. You know, make sure that you're getting advice from people who actually know what they're talking about. They're at least going in the same direction as you. They at least have experience and success in that area that they're given advice on, okay? And so, like I said, a lot of times people mean well, but they don't always. So my broadcast keeps getting interrupted. I hope this isn't jumpy. You know, they don't always know what they're talking about, and so yeah, make your own choices, okay? That is, like, the #1 thing. Seek advice from people who are qualified, who know what they're talking about, but make sure you are making your own choices, okay? #2, follow inspirational leaders. So follow people that are successful, okay? Whether it's on social media, it's really, really easy to find inspirational people to follow. And, you know, something else that I do is I won't just follow people that are in my industry. I'll also follow people that are successful in other industries. Okay, so like I follow you know, the fitness coach Jillian Michaels. I don't really follow her for her health stuff. Like, she posts a lot of my phone's doing messing. She posts a lot of inspirational quotes. She posts a lot of things about entrepreneurship, success. So I follow her for that. And so, like, I'm not in the fitness industry like she is, but I can take, like, things that she teaches and I can apply them into things that I'm doing as well, okay? And something my mentor always says is learn concepts and don't get so caught up in techniques, because techniques are often very, but if you learn concepts, you can go anywhere. Okay, like, so learn from other people, follow inspirational leaders that are successful in your industry or your area, where what you're trying to have success in, whether it's business, parenting, health, anything like that. But also try and find people that are successful in other industries too, and because success leaves clues, okay? And so try and like take inspiration from them, tweak whatever they teach, and try and apply it to the area that you're trying to have success in, okay? Number 3, this one's really important. Listen to your intuition, okay? You know that when you get the urge to do something, you get that little inner voice telling you that, you know, maybe you get an idea and it kind of nags at you, it doesn't leave you alone, and something, right? That's your intuition. Okay, so whenever your like a little inner voice is nudging you to do something, that's your intuition. You need to listen to that, because that is that's your inner guidance. That's, you know, the universe communicating with you, or God communicating with you, or your spirit guides, whatever. Like if you're spiritual at all, that's, you know, you're getting clues for what, you know, you need to do. Okay, and I know from experience that little intuitive voice, you'll know when your intuition's talking to you, because you'll get those nudges, that little intuitive that little inner voice that says, you know, you should do this. And maybe, you know, it could just be like the tiniest little whisper louder and louder, and you know that that's like your intuition talking to you, okay? It's telling you what you're supposed to be doing, okay? And it doesn't make any kind of logical sense. Like sometimes you'll get an intuitive nudge to do something and it's not logical at all. It's completely crazy, right? You might get an intuitive nudge to, you know, quit your job and go after your dream job, or you might get a little intuitive nudge to, you know, go build a business or move somewhere that you've never been before. Like when I moved here to where I am now, I had never been here before. I had never been to this town before. I had never even seen it. I mean, to get a feel of what it looked like, I went on Google. Like, oh, what's the town like? I've never been here. But I had such a strong, intuitive nudge to move here. And since I've moved here, I've, you know, my life, things have been good. Life's been, you know, pretty peaceful. A lot more peaceful than it was before I moved here. And so I know listening to my intuition paid off. So when you get that intuitive voice, you know, you need to listen to it, okay? Even if it sounds crazy to everybody else, okay? No one else needs to understand what you're doing. It's your life. Like I said, make your own choices. Listen to your intuition, not someone else's. Okay, and number 4 is take risks, okay? Now, I don't mean crazy, you know, edge of life type risks, okay? But, you know, take risks if, you know, there's something you want to do and you think, oh, I don't know if that's going to work. You know, like, but, you know, there's a possibility that it could work. Like, do it. You know, if you want to start a business and you don't have all the money right away, but, you know, that nagging idea doesn't go away, follow it. You know, the things that make the most difference in your life, I've learned, are not the easiest. They're not the most comfortable. They certainly don't always make sense. It may not make sense to you or to anybody else. But, you know, the people that have the courage to pursue their crazy ideas, they're the ones that end up living the biggest lives, okay? Because if it was that easy, everybody would do it, okay? So take risks, you know, follow your gut, follow those crazy little ideas that you have that, you know, people don't agree with, okay? Because it's your life, okay? Creating a life you can be proud of means creating one that you love. And it doesn't matter if you're the only one that loves it, okay? You know, sometimes, you know, you make choices for you and other people don't support them, and sometimes you have to just let them go. You know, I just think one day I'm going to be 90 years old and I'm going to be looking back on my life, and the one thing I don't want to be looking back on is I didn't live for me. I didn't create a life that I could be proud of. Like that scares me more than dying, okay? I'm not afraid of death because I don't believe that when people die that it's the end. I don't believe that. I believe there is something else after. However, what really scares me is like regret. That extreme regret. Like I don't want that. I don't want to know what that feels like, okay? And so I'm going to do all I can now to ensure that when I am that old, that I'm not living with those regrets, that I can look back and think I live for me, okay? You have to live for you, okay? One of my friends on Facebook posted a quote earlier, and she said, taking care of you is taking care of your family. Like, it isn't selfish to take care of you and create a life you love. Like, you know, I believe the universe gave us free will so we could create whatever we wanted. If it was wrong to create a life that we loved, we wouldn't, I don't think we would have that free will. I don't think we would have, that choice. So you've got free will, you need to use it. And so I hope this was helpful to you. Like I said, if you want my full list of 17 tips on creating a life that you can be proud of, reach out to me, I'll send it over to you, and I'll talk to you soon.